Welcome to Beyond Our Focus. I'm Stefan, this is Amanda, and this is What's in the Box for November 16th. Our ranting, raving, discussion podcast where we talk about quite literally anything. We've gone over quite a few topics, and today, once again, we're going to be jumping into some stuff we've never talked about before on camera, really, and having a fun old time. But as always, I think we're going to start off with, like we normally start off with television or movies, because we've both seen at least a little bit. So...
Okay, where do you? I think you have the movies at least.
Yeah, I went and saw Bohemian Rhapsody,
which I've been really wanting to see ever since I saw the first trailer, and I haven't gotten to yet.
I know we talked about it last time a little bit.
Yeah,
but it was actually a lot better than I was expecting. Didn't end where I thought it was going to end. It was really good, and it's, my wife really enjoyed it, and my friend from Pennsylvania also loved it. So, really good movie. Can highly suggest it. It was a lot of fun. Of course, it has Queen music, so...
obviously.
Hard to mess that up. Really, really good. And... oh, I should know the actor's name, but the actor who plays him. Who also played Mr. Robot.
Yeah.
That's where I know him the most from.
I can't remember his name either. He was also from Night at the Museum.
Yes, he was in the third one. Mm-hmm. He was the Egyptian fella.
Yep.
The
Egyptian. Yeah.
He was.
The Egyptian fella.
Was he not? He was like King Hut or something. Is it King Hut? King Tut? I don't know!
It's getting better.
Anyway.
I think you just mixed
very enjoyable. What, you come out like making Star Wars? King of the Hut? Why not? Or Jabba the Hutt with King of the Hut? I'll get there.
Okay.
Anyways, what have you watched?
Movie-wise, I haven't seen anything new. Did, however, just for kicks, pretty much, rented a random, and I mean random movie off Redbox. It was just a awful B-rated horror movie called, what's it? Halloween Jack. And it was British. I'm pretty sure it's British. Yes. Which means the quality was actually really nice as far as viewing it. Because I don't know about you, but I actually prefer British television. I don't know what it is about it, but just how it looks, how it feels. Everything is so different compared to just... apparently, never mind.
I haven't paid attention.
Well,
I knew... Black Mirror is a British television show.
Black Mirror, Sherlock. I've watched a bunch of different British things. I can't remember. I used to watch some of the old sitcoms that they have, like the comedy ones and everything. Either way, I don't know what it is, but I just really like the quality of it. And so it had that quality, storyline, effects, everything horrible. Like, pretty much it's about this guy who is put on... he's put on trial for the murder of a bunch of people, I guess. Or no, the murder of this one girl, this daughter. But I think he'd been accused of murdering more people. Either way, it was the sheriff, the kid's sister, the kid's brother. What the fuck am I talking about? And like two other people that were in some kind of relation with it. And they devised a plan since he was no longer guilty. He got a guilty or a non-guilty verdict because they didn't read him his rights. Yeah. So he got off on that, so they decide to murder him. And so they murder him, and he obviously comes back, all this kind of stuff, yada yada yada. Either way, the effects were bad. Everything was cheesy. But it was something fun, interesting to do that was different. Like, sometimes it's nice to just throw in a random, this may be absolutely horrible, it may be good. I don't know. It's just fun to do.
Should have done. We got the murdering random people. I don't know. It just brought back, came back, and I immediately thought, The Crow.
I love The Crow. I own The Crow.
I'm pretty sure I do too. But I need to watch it again.
It's
been a while since I watched it.
That has been one of my top favorite movies since I've seen it.
It's a great movie.
That is one of the reasons why I had the nickname Crow, is because I loved The Crow.
Great movie. Sandy won't watch it. I think she saw it once when she was young and decided she didn't like it.
We're not going there. One, always sad, but yes, the whole Brandon Lee situation. The Lee curse, as they called it.
Terrible, terrible, terrible.
So that was sad, and actually, that movie, it was going. What I wanted my first tattoo to be was the crow from the actual logo. Like I wanted my first tattoo to be a tribute to the crow. It didn't turn out that way, but that was my thing.
Great, great, great movie. Really want to watch it again.
You should.
It's been a while.
Definitely should.
It's been a while.
I watched it within the past year, I believe.
I have not. It's been several years.
Otherwise, we bought now I have the crow stuck in my head. We bought the original Children of the Corn.
Which I have never seen.
You need to see it. Obviously, watching it now, there's some cheesy special effects.
Of course.
But still stands up, still has some nice little horror things to it. Creepy little kids. Just...
Children of the Corn. Okay. For some reason, I somehow was mixing it up with Silence of the Lambs. I don't know why. You said Children of the Corn, and then you start talking a little bit, and then I just, for some reason, just went Silence of the Lambs. It's Silence of the Lambs. I'm like, nope, that's not what it is.
No. Creepy little kids. Creepy little kids with pitchforks.
No, yeah. I've never seen it.
Yeah, I would recommend it. Like, obviously, you're probably not going to get the same thrill out of it, but as from watching it younger ages. But, it's just like how I really, really like the original It. Obviously, looking at it now, it's
a good movie. It's just, it is dated.
Yeah. And that's the same with this one. But, those are about the only things I've watched movie-wise, and then TV-wise, I've watched more Sabrina. I think I'm only on the 3rd episode, and I've only watched the 1 episode of Hill House, because I just don't have time in my life. I haven't
watched any additional television whatsoever. I should, because I need to watch The Haunting Hill House, because I like the 1st episode, I'll watch more of it. I gotta watch Castlevania because the 2nd season's out, and I've heard nothing but some great things about it. And then I also watched Sabrina, even though I'm hearing different things about it. I've heard some good things, and I've heard it's a lot like Riverdale, which makes me automatically like, I don't know. But I do want to at least give it at least 1 episode, but I actually have to do that at some point.
Well, the weird thing is I actually liked Riverdale. It's not for everybody, obviously. The reason why it's like Riverdale is because Archie Comics. But, I actually like Riverdale more.
Oh no, I'm just turning up. Okay, we forgot to do that, so make the audio a little bit louder because I think it might be a little down. We'll go.
But I want to say I actually like Riverdale more just because there's a variety of things going on, and this is going to sound weird, but for me, Sabrina has just a lot, it has a huge feminist base. Like, there's a lot of man-hating going on throughout the 3 episodes that I've watched. And it's a weird, I guess it's not weird for what's going on in the world right now, but it's just kind of weird. I guess I don't remember the old Sabrina enough, or the comics or anything like that, enough to know if this was an issue back then, or if it was just something because of what's going on now that they're kind of throwing in there.
Yeah, and that makes me right there be like,
Yeah, it kind of, as I said, it kind of does ruin it for me, because it's like a lot of things that are going on are really cool. Like a lot of characters, a lot of the storylines, stuff like that. But it's just they focus on that so much sometimes, where you're just like, why? Like, I don't know.
I have no idea.
I would definitely give it a try, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch the 1st episode.
Yeah.
At least see if I like that and continue on if I do. But I do not know.
Yeah.
Until I try it. which requires me to watch television. And I just have not done a lot of that recently.
No, because you've been working on other things.
Yes, which is going to be our main topic probably of the episode here. One day, even though we haven't done it in like 4 episodes, we're going to draw a topic out of that box. It's called What's in the Box because we generally draw a topic out of the box. But we have topics that we don't have a reason to. We carry on and we don't get to the box. And that we should at some point. At some point, we're just going to start off with it. And we're just going to all right, we're reading stuff from the box. This episode's nothing but stuff out of the box.
Well, or we'll just challenge ourselves to open up discussion with something in the box and then go off whatever tangent we want to do for the night.
We do, at some point, should start trying to get to some of the topics. The issue is, of course, that 90% of the topics are our topics. So
yeah. But we do have at least one in there.
Yeah. Maybe we'll just take that one. Say, you know what? What's in the box? That one topic that we need to talk about because he suggested it. Just because. At least we can say we got to that, the user, the listeners.
The user.
Whatever.
We're a drug now.
Well, it is what it is.
So, moving on. Why have you not been able to watch TV?
It's not because I haven't really watched. It's because I've just chosen to do other things that I've been enjoying a lot. Which we talked about a little bit last week, is I've been drawing a lot. So, at this point, we'll have 2 other comics out. As filming this, my comic, or the one I drew personally, will be coming out tomorrow. And then next week, or technically the day before this airs, yours will be coming out. Which we still haven't quite settled on what it was going to be. Or we have an idea. But we haven't gotten it drawn.
So mine comes out Wednesdays and yours is Saturdays?
Mine's Wednesdays, well.
You said tomorrow. Tomorrow is Saturday. It is Friday.
Okay, well, I'm confusing things, okay? I'm confused when this episode comes out. So the
What's
Wednesday...
in the box is on Fridays.
The Wednesday before this episode airs, hers will be coming out. And tomorrow, as of when we're filming this right now, mine will be coming out. It's wonky, it's weird. Anyways... At this point, we don't have 3 of the episodes out anyway.
Pulling some Deadpool.
We have the first one, which you drew, which is the one about the Dark Tower. We decided to theme it that way. We really like it. It was fun. And then I drew one, which you should go back and check out. And then you're drawing the next one. So we're trying to rotate each week. Every Wednesday will be a comic out. One drawn by her, one drawn by me. So
his are better?
What? No, what? Yours are drawn better.
I do plan on going back and fixing one panel.
Does it really matter at this point?
Yes.
It's done. It's over.
It does.
Make the next comic better.
It matters to me.
Make the next one better. Step up.
Fine. When I color that one, I'm going back and changing that panel.
It's our first one. Our first collaborative comic. Even though you drew it, it's our collaborative comic. The story beats are from both of us. So, and if y'all like it, I hope everyone likes them. If y'all like them, we will try to do more with the comic stuff. Try to have fun with that.
Well, yeah, because what we hope to do is, of course, have the comics. We don't want to do some, like, stills. We want to do some funny little things. I mean, if you guys... want us to do a Q&A with our characters, I'm sure we can do something like that too, where you guys can ask a question and then we can have our character answer it, and it would just be a fun little...
There's lots we can do and play with. At the moment, our comics are posting like everywhere. There are a lot of places. They're on our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I even put it on YouTube, and you've posted a few other areas of place.
Yep. As far as art sites go, I have it so far on... For Affinity, I have not been able to put it to DeviantArt yet. And apparently it's because I got to change my password or something. I don't know.
Alright, well, at some point it'll be there. At this point, there should be 3 out, so...
I haven't quite separated them yet. Like, we had been talking about doing maybe our Beyond Our Focused account. Haven't done that yet. So right now they're on my personal for Affinity account, which is Kobe. K-O-V-I. Not Kobe. He apparently is obsessed with cheese over here.
Because every time you say I hear you say B. B and V are very similar, and when
then
you
where
say
did you get Kovu from?
because I forgot what the name was at all, and I just knew there was a ko in there. I can't help it. Kovu.
Kovu. So, we had been talking about characters. If you've seen if you've seen the comic so far, our main characters are I forgot what you are. You're a Honduran?
A Honduran white bat.
Also known as a tent bat?
Yes,
Is it a tent?
Well, I think their species is known as tent bats because that's what they do. Because they tend to, they're little. They're like like this big. Okay, they're tiny, and they'll get in leaves and try to hide and tent themselves in leaves and huddle up together. And they're tiny little bats.
So yours is...
But they're white and yellow, so they're really cool looking. Even though we have no colored versions of the characters at the moment. Because I have no experience in coloring stuff, and she hasn't done it yet.
You see this? You see the abuse I get?
I'm just saying. I mean, I have no experience in coloring. Any of the coloring stuff.
She-Man Man-Haters Club, I mean.
I'll get there eventually. I have no experience in making comics either, and I got one coming out tomorrow.
Hey, I think it looks really good.
Yeah, I'm very proud of it.
Yeah.
For my very first one, I'm very happy with it. My art's nowhere near as good as yours, and
shucks.
some of the angles aren't where they need to be, but I still think it looks pretty nice.
I think it looks great. So yours is a beanie-wearing tent bat.
Well, he's an alchemist wearing a beanie, okay?
He's an alchemist wearing a beanie, okay.
I still want to work on the clothing before we get some official stuff with him.
Yeah.
But in general, he's an alchemist bat that wears a beanie because I wear a beanie, apparently.
No reason.
If you've watched any of the content ever, that's all I wear is a beanie.
I don't understand. I've never seen you wear a beanie. Ever.
Ever? Not once?
Oh.
Whoa, what do you know? I didn't know you were blind. Like Daredevil over here.
Oh, the things. And the other character that you've probably seen so far, if you've seen our comics.
If you've seen the comic, you've seen the characters.
Is a red panda with antlers. So, I have not played with any other features that I want to add to that, so I don't know if she's going to have, like, hoof feet or something like that. You
really need to. Like, really, really need to. Because
she hasn't been barefoot in anything.
Not yet. We'll have 2 comics out. We have 2 more that are about to happen. We need some more details on this Red Panda girl. I mean, I had to make up stuff for my comic.
Like the unicorn shirt?
Hey, I'm very proud of my unicorn shirt, okay? I'm like, let's draw your character. I have no reference point. I have a head. So, I made up a body by myself. I'm like, what should she be wearing? I'm like, you know what? This shirt's really plain. I should put something on it. How about a unicorn? I don't know why. So, there's a unicorn on her shirt.
So, yes, so far, we have a red panda with a unicorn.
Hey, that's all I know what to do. And then, I didn't think about it till much later. It was like one of the last things actually, I think it was the very last thing I added on the comic. I'm like, oh, your character has a tail.
Yeah, I added the tail in my comic.
I didn't pay attention to yours.
What the?
Yeah, in your comic.
Yeah.
I don't remember being a tail.
Yeah, there's a tail.
Is there a tail?
Yes.
It's on my phone. As we create great content and both go to our phones, I'm going to look at the comic because it's on my phone. Oh, that's mine. Yours. And here's yours. Oh, there's a tiny tail in a tiny version of the tiny character. Just barely.
Yes.
Barely.
Yes.
Oh, come on.
There is a tail there.
There is just barely.
There is a tail.
Well, your tail looks very different from my tail. Your tail looks more like a foxtail. Come on. I looked at the red panda, and I'm like, how does the red panda tail look? And I mimicked it the best I could. Which is poorly, but I mimicked it. Anyway, we have different tails.
Well, literally, it's mine, is the size of a toothpick, so I'm pretty sure it's fine.
So I had to make up a tail. Anyway, it was the last thing I...
You deserve that one.
Oh! Die! Oh my god.
I'm not the one dying on camera this time.
Anyway, So, yeah, it was the very last thing. I'm like, I don't remember how I recognized or thought about it. But we're looking at the back of the character, and for whatever reason, I'm like, crap, I have to put a tail. Which I hate adding things on top of things, because I don't like erasing stuff that I've already done.
Yeah, I don't.
It's like, oh, this looks really good. Now I have to erase it, because I have to put other things on top, and I hate.
I do too. I do that too, especially when you're drawing and you're like, okay, I will just use the very edge of the eraser and hope I only get that. And so you see, especially with eyes.
Oh, God. Like, let me try not to erase half the face as I erase an eye.
Yes. Like, because I'll be like, I like how everything looks. It's great. And then I'll realize, oh, that eye is crooked compared to everything else. And so it's like, I'm going to try to edit that. And then it's like half the ear, half the face. I'm like,
Yeah, my biggest tendency is to, I tend to press harder than I should. So I draw a lot darker than I should initially.
That was my major problem growing up.
It's so hard. Because I want to see the lines. I want to see it. But then when it screws up, I have to erase that line. And it leaves imprints and leaves behind stuff. And
especially with mechanical pencil.
So it's trying to get in the habit of trying to draw lightly, being happy, and then going back over it again to darken things up. Hence why the new character I'm playing with got inked. Because that made things like, oh, I like this character, this version, so much. I need to ink so I can shade a little easier and make things stand out. And I think it turned out pretty awesome.
Well, that's what I usually have to do with Waffles, is I'll work, it's like light drawing, or sketch, light drawing, what goes over him, just like basic shading. And then it's like, okay, I need to ink this because if I don't, my hand is going to smudge something. It is going to smudge it. I'm going to lose color in a certain area, or I'm going to just lose just one detail, and I'm not going to be able to do it properly. So then I ink it, and then that's when I go back over and do the darker shades. And like, oh, this needs to be more defined that his ear is facing this way. And
I'm up there.
You're not there?
I'm up there. My shading is very, very, very basic. Very basic shading. And rotating my character, there's a lot of work need to be done. I can do the front. I can do the back. I got one side shot, which I'm not happy with, and there's some work to be done.
But you're doing very well. That's the thing.
There's work to be done. From
not drawing at all since I've known you to
I've drawn in I don't know how many years. So
to drawing since what? 2 weeks? 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, 2-3 weeks ago, something like that.
You have progressed very well. Very well.
I needed to, because I need to help with these comics. I can't have you drawing all the comics.
Like, as I said, you have progressed very, very well.
I'm trying. Very difficult. Very, very much so.
You're doing the right thing. You're drawing every day. You're being a good artist, and I'm failing at life.
I'm trying to get you. I'm trying to get you there. I'm trying to help. But we're having a grand, fantastic time. Also, when I inked it, it was nice to be able to I don't like that portion of the eye that it didn't ink. So I can erase that eye.
Yeah. And
the outline is still there. I'm like, yes!
Because,
I don't have to redraw the eye.
I mean, obviously you're listening. You can't hear that, or can't see this. If you're listening,
there's a YouTube video.
Yes.
You can show the YouTube audience.
This little character is right here is what I'm about to show him. I don't know. But
it might show up decent on there. I don't know. It's going to be small. But
as I said, like, I just drew it about as light as this, and then went through it, and then inked everything that I wanted to, and then went back and did, this needs to be darker here. This needs to be darker there. And just, the leg, it's actually wearing leggings, so it's going to be different color than the coat, so that has to be darker. And I just went in there and did that.
Yeah, my expertise isn't shading. And I try to do some stuff with your panda character. Because again, I had to make up stuff. Which is not here, because I put it's in my actual book over there. But, yeah, like the back of the head. I drew the back of the head of your character. And I'm like, it's really plain. And I start looking at I was looking at actual red pandas.
Yeah.
I'm like, the back of their ears are black.
Yeah.
Okay, let's shade the back of the ear so it looks more properly.
Why didn't you look at my comic? I said, why didn't you look at my comic?
I looked at the real thing. I didn't look at your comic.
Because, yeah, it's black in the middle.
I'm going to look at your comic, and it's going to be little tiny. It's going to be the tiny, small details at the very bottom.
I'm sorry that
Is that what it's going to be?
I'm sorry that your scanner decided to remove all of my shading.
It's not my fault.
I
mean, I can't tell anything from that. What are you talking about?
Shit
I can't tell anything from that.
See?
I can't. There's nothing there.
Get your shit together.
Well, I didn't know about the scanning. I tried things, did things better. Mine worked out a little bit better because I had more experience.
I think that's the one you sent me, so that's not going to be good.
No.
Well, that's going to be useful. But no, because that's pretty much what their ears are. Is it's darker right here in the middle, and then on the very edges it has that white border.
Not so much in the ones I was looking. At least on the back, anyway.
Well, yeah, that's
the
what
front,
I'm talking about,
yes.
the back.
Oh,
No?
well. There's also a couple different pandas that have different shading. Some are a lot darker than others, so I had to just go with it. I had to guess.
Red panda. Pabda. Because I literally...
Because the ones I saw, the back of the ear was just pretty much black or very, very dark.
I literally... This is how... When you said, I need a picture of the... Yeah, that's the one.
Well, see, there's other ones that don't have that.
Yeah, like that one.
Like his entire back of his head. And
yeah.
that one, again, that one's ears are black, but the head isn't. So they're all different. And because you haven't given me any great definitions of how to work with your character, I had to just make up stuff.
Oh, there's another one.
Again, it's just according to the red panda. They're different.
Literally, you're like, pick a character, we're making a comic, and then a day later I had to have my comic, okay?
I need help here. I had to take liberties. You forced me to take liberties.
What? Shall we talk about the bat that's not going to get used in anything now because it's not the right bat?
Hey, I've changed him and made him my own. He's a
cute bat and he's never going anywhere.
Well, he's a cooler looking bat now. He's not cute anymore. He's lost his cute factor. Because he was cute, yes. And even your version of him in the our first comic is much cuter than my version of him.
Oh.
He looks so much better than that one.
Much better.
I still looked at yours and changed him again, his face, again, to try to more mimic the version you had had.
This. It no longer is relevant.
Come on, this is him now, right there. Come on.
I can't even edit him to make him look like that.
Well,
technically all I have to do is change the nose.
The nose is the biggest thing. The eyes you can get away with and everything else.
I can add some more hair. That's about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not drastically different. The nose is different, yes, because I actually chose a different bat than what you originally picked. When you just
told me a bat.
Exactly, that was the thing. Is like I said bats because you were drawing the characters.
Yeah.
You picked the bat and you drew it, and I'm like, looks awesome. And then I went back and retconned and like, how about I do this bat? So he's more my own now.
Yeah,
but
that's what we needed. That's the good thing.
And then I changed him, and then I saw yours, and then I changed him again. He's been revised. I don't know, like 6 times.
Which one did you change it to, like, off of this time? You mean in the comic?
Well, in the comic, I have multiple versions of the bat. Because I changed his face again. Because my original face for him wasn't what I have right here.
Yeah.
Well, that's not my original face. That's me changing it again. I don't even think I have a picture of my other one. Well, here's some original ones. Oh, this was my first attempt at your drawing before I changed him, period. And then there's that version, which he's still kind of cute in the version. He's cuter there than he is now. Again, I don't think I actually have anything over here. I put everything in my notepad. Let her entertain you for a second. I'm going to pass by the camera.
Okay, so now that this has become Let's Bash Amanda.
That's not what this is.
Really?
No.
What happened to... I need you to help me.
Ooh, let me not show... Well, I guess I could. It's not even going to matter. At this point, it's already going to be out. The comic, it's going to be out at this point.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, because that's when I already changed him. Let's see. What did he look like before?
Now, if you guys want behind-the-scenes stuff, like all our little doodle pages. Let us know.
I got doodle pages out there. Well, let's do it at this point. But yeah, this is him, like, before I changed it. Mm-hmm. That version. Yeah. So that's different than that.
Yeah.
They're two different versions of the bat.
This is the one I kept seeing, is that nose right there.
Yeah, because that's what his actual nose looks like. Well, that nose is a lot harder to draw. So I said, screw it, and I did something different. Something that was easier for me to manage.
He shoved a leaf on his face.
Yes. It looks like a leaf. I put a leaf on his face. So, after seeing your character in the comic, I went back and changed him back to this. And gave him some more tufts of hair and stuff, and tried to make him a little cuter than the character I had. Original ideas. But now that we have the actual comics in here, go back in. Maybe. Haha.
He's fighting with his binder. For those who can't see this.
Yeah. I think mine went places it shouldn't have gone. That's all. All right.
The fuck?
Yeah. It's all right though. The back of your character. Back to the unicorn and the tail that I made up for it. You actually see I did the back of yours.
Yeah.
Darker shade.
Which is fine. I mean.
So, and then unicorn, and I don't know what kind of hands you wanted to actually give your character.
You actually did really well with the arms. That's actually really cool. You actually... Most people would have just drawn noodles, okay? So you did very well.
This is how I know how to draw arms. I don't know how other people draw arms.
What I'm trying to say is that most people don't even make any kind of indentation where the elbows are. They just literally make a noodle.
Well, just a kind of a straight line?
Yeah.
I try to give you... They have first biceps and forearms and...
Okay. So, the bat wings and then this. I think that's the only thing that's like, how do we know what's going on right here?
You have to guess, okay?
You forgot his claws.
No, his arm isn't that long. Without moving the wing out of the way, his arm isn't that long. So unless I actually extended his arm to make it work for the shot, it actually logically wouldn't be far enough out for you to see.
This is true.
So but as you can see, that's where I erased a bunch of times. Mm-hmm. That little spot.
Scanners pick up everything.
Yeah, well, that's also why I edited it on the computer. That fixed it. So, but yeah, your tail was the last thing I added. Here and in the little tiny version.
Yeah. I love how it looks like the fucking devil in the eyes.
It does, because his ears, he does look like... But it worked. I think that works well. I mean, that right there was your idea. Oh. I got that from your comic. Or your sketch of it, yeah. You kind of show my bat in the eyes, the close-up view. And I'm like, I'm definitely keeping that. I'm changing my bat. So he's going to look a little different. But I'm definitely keeping that because I think it's a cool view.
Yeah.
The hard part was trying to draw the face this big. Because it takes up the entire panel.
Yeah.
So zooming that close in, it's a different look. It was harder to do. I think I did a pretty good job of mimicking your character. The best that I could. I didn't do everything perfect, but...
What was this panel?
The panel that I was going to, but decided to get rid of.
And then, was there a background for this one, or did we leave it blank?
I left it blank.
Okay.
I just went with... For the most part, we are zoomed in a lot.
Yeah.
So logically, you
would have seen right there.
You probably would have seen there. If I really wanted to, I could probably add like the leg of a chair or something in the top. Yeah. But I decided, I'll just throw the dialogue up there and it'll be fine. Yeah.
No, as I said, the finished product.
Also, because I don't really know how to do the bat ears from the side, I'm like, it's going to be like that. And we're going to throw the moon on there and be happy with it.
You'll get there.
I can only do so much.
As I said, you went from not drawing to suddenly drawing a lot.
I've been doing
I'm surprised you progressed this far, so...
Well, I'm trying. I'm really, really trying. So, I think things are good. Again, I am very happy with this unicorn. Okay?
It's a beautiful little unicorn.
I'm very happy with it.
I wouldn't be caught dead in a unicorn, but it's a beautiful little unicorn.
You said, hey, what should your character be wearing? It's a horror movie. Just put him in clothes. I'm like, oh, okay.
Think of it this way. This was your masterpiece, This was his film. He chose the costumes for everybody. If she's wearing a unicorn thing, it's because your bat wanted it.
I just wanted something on the back of the shirt. And I'm like, what do I want to put back there? And for whatever reason, I'm like, unicorn, why not? So I drew a unicorn. And I think it turned out fantastic.
I think it did too.
So she's in a unicorn t-shirt and a pair of jeans. Because I didn't know what else to put you in.
Yay. Yeah, mine was actually pretty easy for the clothing-wise. Because mine was just a lot of drapey, flowing
That
stuff.
would not have been easy for me.
Like, I just trying to... Like, yours... We were trying to... Originally, when he drew his bat, we were trying to solve the age-old problem of how do you put clothes on something that has wings attached not only to its arms, but to its legs, yeah.
And its body, and from literally the wrist, or the whole arm, down the side, down the legs, is all attached. How do you put clothing on something like that?
So what I got the easy one before he switched his character.
Yes.
I technically had the easier comic because the man in black literally wore a cloak. So all I had to worry about was the hood and how to it was a giant poncho pretty much.
Pretty much.
Yeah. And then he suddenly switched his character and he has clothes now.
Yes. He is more a bat that's a little bit more like a gargoyle as far as wings go.
Yeah.
Because that's just easier, and after looking at a lot of other people drawing bats, that's the route that a lot of people went.
Well, yeah, it's very popular in, like, when you're making anthropomorphic creatures to go through stages. Like, how humanized do you want them to be? Like, and that's the thing, is there's ranges from, no, I want it to be... You have ranges from feral creatures, which is they only draw them in complete animal form. Then you have the anthropomorphic creatures that go from, okay, it's mostly animal, but some human features, like maybe the eyes, maybe how they walk upright, everything like that, all the way up to that level of they pretty much look like a human covered in fur, and they just have maybe the ears and stuff like that. And then you jump off to, like, Neko girls and stuff like that. It's the cat girls.
Oh, I didn't. You throw a word out there, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, most people, technically it's Neko, but most people go Nico. Nico girls. But cat girls, pretty much. Where it's just, like, normal anime chicks with cat ears.
Cat ears or maybe a tail.
Cat, fox ears, stuff like that, yeah. But yeah, so it's like there's that kind of branches off, and then people are like, that's not anthro art, blah blah blah. But
technically, it's kind of not.
It's not.
Technically, you cheated. You just drew a human and threw some ears on it.
Yeah, and it's like that. I completely agree with. But you have some anthro artists that flip the fuck out.
Well,
yeah.
If that's what you like, hey, you do you. But that's not. I wouldn't throw that.
No,
that's more. That's a deformity on a human, and not a...
Yeah, it technically does not... It does not go into the anthropomorphic category because it's not an animal with human...
Exactly. It's not an animal with human features. It's a human with an animal feature.
Yes. Because anthropomorphic just literally means, like, humanized characters. So, like, literally you can anthropomorphize
This is a
toaster.
bad word. This is a hard word, okay? It's a very difficult word.
You can anthrosize. No. You...
So, like, exercise?
Yes. Anthrosize. The new jazzercise. But anyways, My Little Toaster.
Yeah.
The anthropomorphic toasters. Anthropomorphic anything, really.
Well, a lot of things do it. I mean, Disney cartoons are famous for it.
Yes. And cars.
Yeah,
They're right there.
It's all over the place. But I just go to, like, Baloo.
Oh. Yeah.
Or maybe you tell, like, DuckTales or...
Pretty much when someone tries to tell someone what anthropomorphic means, I would say the two that get thrown out the most, because they're the easiest to just snap to people, is Bugs Bunny and the Robin Hood fox. Because,
I mean, you could just say Mickey Mouse, but...
yeah, a lot of people for some reason skip that one.
I mean, there's Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, any popular Disney character is literally that. Except Pluto. He got screwed over.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
But literally, like, most of the ones you hear, like, oh, like Bugs Bunny. That gets thrown out a lot. Or Tony the Tiger. But no, the other one, the one that made it big, like huge in the furry community, is the Robin Hood fox.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the Nick of the olden days.
What?
Zootopia.
What?
Zootopia. Nick.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, I love
So
Zootopia.
Nick of the olden days was the Robin Hood fox.
Can we just talk about Zootopia? I mean,
Yeah,
I
we
love
can,
Zootopia.
actually.
God, I love Zootopia.
I love Zootopia too.
God, it was so good.
It was. The music, the animation they did, all the characters, the research they put into that. Holy shit.
Well, just the world they created, the big city that is split into quadrants to accommodate the different animals, the different species, and the different everything. Like, y'all went out of your way to make this work well, and it does. It works super awesome.
They put a lot of research into thinking, okay, this is modern technology. This is what we use right now. How would we modify that for an animal-like creature? Like their transportation system, like they have the little hamsters and stuff like that, like the little doors that open up at the bottom for the hamsters to come out of the train compared to...
The thing is, because animals vary, and they played well with height. Mm-hmm. Instead of being like, my bat is literally maybe maximum 6 inches.
Yeah.
But in our comics, he's probably 5 feet tall.
Yeah.
Where in Zootopia, whatever size they are, is what they were in there. They were They were humanish like.
They were anthropomorphized.
So yes, they were more humany.
Yes, they were
to a degree.
Anthropomorph. There you go.
They could all walk upright and talk and everything, but they were still to size for the most part.
Yes, and it's like it made me so happy to see how the different things like. It was like humans did not exist. It was just like a world,
not in that world.
A world of animals, and so you had to adjust this world to that, like their apartment complex and stuff like that. I thought that was really cool. The TV dinner, the meals for two, which it was just a shriveled little carrot, but I thought that was cool.
Well, again, I like the city. I like how it was split. Like, oh, there's this cold area because there are animals that need that, and there's the jungled area, and there's. It's just so well done, so well thought out, and just an overall just a good movie with a good message behind it.
Yes. As I said, like the story, the voice acting, just everything came together really well for that movie.
And great main characters.
Yes.
Because Nick and Judy were awesome.
Yes.
She was especially awesome.
You have the bunny and you have the fox.
And it was cool that they were technically predator and prey working together, and which is the whole theme of the movie anyway.
Well, yeah. And it's like the fact that they are going kind of back and forth. Like, they're on the same side, but they're, Nick's slick Nick. Yeah. So it's like, he's not really on the same side till it gets later in, but still. It's just, I loved his whole operation that he had with the Finnick Fox. Oh my goodness.
Oh, no, super well done. Very, very, very smart. He really played that out well.
Oh, the little his little elephant costume. Aw, doot doot.
But this would be the same as like an adult man taking a midget and dressing him up as a baby.
I love that. I'll bite your face. Yeah.
But it was a very mean Finnick Fox. Yeah. He was not a nice man.
But no, like, because I watched some behind the scenes stuff and everything, and it's like, as I said, like, the research they did, like, on the actual animals each character was, and, like, the CGI they put into it, like, one hair at a time, like, one little piece of fur at a time on some of these characters, just to make it look and move right. I'm just like, this is insane, and it was worth it.
Oh, it was. It was a great movie, and I cannot wait, and I really hope we actually do get a legit Disney sequel.
Yes.
Because Disney is really, really, really bad about not doing sequels. Or if they do, they're usually like straight to DVD sequels and stuff. Because I think, I could be corrected, but I think Wreck-It Ralph 2 is the first sequel to be like a theater sequel to a Disney movie.
Possibly.
Because I was hoping for Big Hero 6, but they turned that into a TV series, which I was very disappointed with, because I wanted another movie so badly. I love that movie.
It was such a great movie.
Surprisingly, we have not got a Frozen 2, which was like, I would have thought a shoo-in.
I thought
they made like over $1 billion, and they may have approved it, but it still hasn't happened.
Oh.
Instead, Wreck-It Ralph comes out in a few weeks, and I cannot wait. I loved Wreck-It Ralph, and this new one looks twice as good as the first one. I love what they're doing, but I think it's their first like legit sequel to one of their movies that went to theaters. Because you think all the old Disney movies, they were always DVD sequel or cassette sequels, or VHS technically sequels.
Yeah. Cassette.
No. But they
cassette.
They were never to theater sequels.
Yeah.
And Disney has a big thing of not doing that. For whatever reason, they don't put big budget money behind a sequel to one of their animated movies. And I think Wreck-It Ralph is the first one.
Yeah, Pixar does a lot, but not Disney.
Pixar does.
Yeah.
But Disney owns Pixar, but Disney is not Pixar.
No.
They bought them, and they have stipulations that they want Pixar to do sequels. I want to say it's like 2 or 3 sequels to every original movie. Is that what they kind of plan? Something along those lines. Something crazy. It's kind of a little much. But Pixar loves making original things. And I think if it was up to Pixar, they'd have almost 0 sequels. But I love what Pixar does. I will always stand by that Pixar, in my opinion, only has one bad movie. Only one, in my opinion. I think everything else they've done is at least good. Some, of course, are a lot better than others. They have great movies and good movies, and maybe even okay, but I think they only have one bad movie.
I'm trying to think of what it possibly could be.
It is a sequel. Let's go with that.
It is a sequel, okay.
A horrible, horrible sequel that didn't need to exist.
Was it Cars 2?
It is Cars 2.
Yeah.
Cars 2 is Mater's Great Adventure that should have just came out on DVD somewhere and died. It was a bad movie. The third movie, Cars 3, fantastic.
Did you see Planes?
No, but it wasn't Pixar.
Well,
That's why I didn't see it.
Oh.
Because I'm like, no, this looks like... This is Disney... I think it was Disney. Trying to cash in on the Cars franchise by making Planes. And I know, I did not.
I didn't either.
Because either has to look super good or have the Pixar logo on it. If it has Pixar on it, I'm going to go see it. Don't care.
I didn't see 2 or 3 of Cars. I just saw the first one. Maybe I saw the second one, but I've only seen the first one.
What?
You cannot tell me that when
I can!
No. You cannot tell me that when you said the second one was horrible.
Well,
because if I saw the second one and was like...
so good!
What was the third one about?
Technically, Steve McQueen trying to get back into racing and the new age coming in. Almost think like Rocky 4.
Which one was like the Tokyo Drift one?
That was 2.
Okay. That's why I didn't
Because
watch it.
Mater's Great Adventure, they end up in Tokyo. It's all about Mater being a spy or something. It's so dumb. It's them taking the popular character from the first movie, because everybody loved Mater in the first movie, and basing the movie around them. That's why I was so incredibly worried about Finding Dory.
Aww.
Because Cars 2 I thought was a bad movie. So I'm like, oh, let's do it again. Let's take the popular character who's just comic relief in the first movie, and let's make a movie around them. Let's not do that again. But,
I loved Finding Dory.
But Finding Dory was really, really well done. Like, super well done. And they're like, well, this was actually quite brilliant. Y'all did great.
It was actually really sad.
Yeah, but
it was
Pixar is really good about sad.
I know, but it was really sad.
Really good about sad. I mean, look at Toy Story 3.
That was depressing as hell.
It was. I mean, you're talking about all the characters holding hands about to die in a fiery pit. I mean, you were talking about sad and depressing. But of course, they do have... Pixar also has the most, in my opinion, the most depressing scene to ever exist in film ever. In the first 5 minutes of Up.
Yes.
It
was.
Saddest
oh my goodness.
thing I have ever seen.
Yeah.
It was so horribly, horribly sad. And I actually, it came out while I think Sandy, it came out while she was in Spain. So she wasn't here, so I saw it with someone else. It was the saddest thing ever. It was so sad.
I know I cried.
It still gets me.
I know I cried.
It still gets me. It's just, oh my God.
I cry at that part, and then I cry when it gets really frustrating and he tells them to just go away and he like yells at Doug and Doug like just kind of whimpers and...
Any time in that movie that it's... I'm going to say his name's Carl. I don't know if that's true or not. But anytime the old man is by himself in any instance where he's remembering his wife, it just kills me on the inside. It just hurts me so bad. The entire movie is just him trying to do something for her. And it kind of has a positive message at the end, but it's just...
I know.
It was just so sad. Like, yeah, you'll throw the little fat kid in there and the dog, talking dog, and you make some funny jokes, but at the heart, it's just a really sad movie. Also, one of my favorite movies by them.
I know.
It's so
Mine
good.
too. Oh my goodness.
It's so good.
It's just...
And I've heard, because it keeps popping on Facebook, that apparently Toy Story 4, that's definitely happened.
Okay.
Because they're making it, or they're about done making it. Because they talked about how, was it Tim Allen?
Yeah.
Or one of them, what a horribly sad, depressing goodbye it was for them towards the end of Toy Story 4. Just saying...
Jesus.
I'm like, oh, that's a great... Thanks a lot.
Yeah, because Tim Allen is Buzz.
Well, I knew he's Buzz, but I didn't remember it was him or...
Tom Hanks.
Or Tom Hanks. I don't remember who the story was
okay.
about, which one. But... Still.
That's good to know.
Yeah. It's like, oh! Toy Story 4 is also going to be really sad.
I already started tearing up when it was either... Like, when... He started growing out of them. And it was just like... okay, I don't know about you, but when I grew up, I did have favorite toys. Like, they were my go-tos. Maybe, like, I had... I had a... like, official Jurassic Park raptor, and I named him Jaws, and he was, like, my favorite toy ever. Like, that and a stuffed animal dog, named Wishbone. I named Wishbone. So it's like, if I was missing them, if anything happened or whatever, it's like, I would freak out. So it's like, as I got older and stuff, stopped playing with toys and everything, I still kept them around. Like, they were still on display somewhere. And it's like, now they're in a box, and I'm just like, watching Toy Story and shit, I'm just like, oh my god, what did I do to them?
Oh no, I had a, what's it called? There's a doll that super resembles the Chucky doll. Okay. It's like the, Good Buddy or something?
Yeah,
something Buddy.
My
Buddy? Maybe it's My Buddy? Anyway, I had one of those. And I was super attached to this thing. Its name was Sam, and I was overly attached to this thing. Enough that I'm more than positive he went missing. I'm pretty sure my parents got rid of it because they wanted me to quit playing with the doll. So it just went missing, and I didn't have it anymore.
No.
So,
No.
Yeah.
The saddest thing, because I mean, like, I don't like to say I'm materialistic, but when it comes to certain things, like, I just get really attached. Like my Nook's reindeer, like, stuff like that. But I had, at one point in time, we were moving. And I was so frustrated with the fact that we were moving that I just started chucking stuff. Like, throwing things away. Like, I had teddy bears and stuff like that, and I just started putting it in garbage bags, and we were going to just bring it somewhere. And then about a year or two later, I was watching like a home video or something. And one of the teddy bears that I had thrown out was the first bear I had ever gotten on my first birthday. Mm-hmm. And I was just like...
Yeah, I have a bear like that as well. That I kind of wish I would have kept.
Yeah.
Because I got it, as far as I remember, it's a stuffed animal that I really liked. And I got it at a super young age. Is when I'm pretty positive is when I got my tonsils taken out. And I got it right after.
Yeah.
And being a kid, my mom threw it away. So.
Yeah.
So it's just, there's memories attached to things, and you get nostalgic on certain things. So
yeah, because it's like, for me, because I had the little bear for so many years, or it had been just passed around in my room, I didn't realize what it was. And then, of course, when I got frustrated and just was like, you know what, fine, you want us to be done with moving? That's great. I don't care anymore. And shoved all this stuff away, and then watching that video and realizing, oh, that was the first bear I had ever gotten. I was just kind of like, well, I wish I wasn't such an asshole when I was packing my shit up. But then again, I guess that's sometimes how you clean house. You clean house in your life, is you just start throwing shit away and not really thinking about it.
Yeah.
But it's just, yeah.
Yeah. I've held on to certain things longer than I should, but
yeah.
it's still
well, I still have Jaws, and he's just, he's in a box. He might still be up north, but yeah, I kept Jaws. I don't think I have Wishbone anymore. I think either he got too old, like torn up or something like that. Plus, I mean, he's this long. It's a dog laying on his stomach. Mm-hmm. So I might have just not been able to move with him anymore. He could still be in storage for all I know. I had a wolf that I carried almost all throughout high school. Like, I actually brought it to school with me, and he kind of just sat on my desk. It was just like this little tiny wolf that my friend had got me. His name was Wolfie. I don't know what happened to him. And then it's, let's see, as far as right now, like anything I'm really attached to, I have Nook's reindeer, obviously. Other than that, I don't really think, I mean, I have a hyena, and I have a alligator that it was when the big craze of like blankets inside animals kind of thing like that. So it was a crocodile. I think it was Kozo the crocodile, and he's just this pillow. He's a flat pillow, and then a blanket comes out of him and stuff like that. And I still have him. As far as down here, those are the only 3 things that I've like actually carried with me from up north to down here.
Mm-hmm. People are materialistic to a point, no matter what. It's just how it is.
Yeah. We
have things, we want things. I mean, that's just how we are as humans. So, I've got things. I always have things. I don't buy as much these days. I try not to. I don't need a lot. I don't need more.
I have a box that I literally have pictures, notes that I used to pass in high school with friends, like letters from my mom when she first moved down here, or she stayed down here for a while to be with my grandma while my grandma was going through her chemo treatments, and she wrote me letters and stuff. I have those. I have like pictures, you know how like at least in public school we have like picture day and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So I'd have pictures that my friends gave me, bracelets, stuff like that, and I just have a box that has that stuff in it. But otherwise, bigger things, no, I don't really have anything anymore. It's just I move too much. I can't. Yeah, I've moved way too much to carry big things around with me, so it's all in one little box.
Yeah, I've got a box-ish of things that I should go through and just get rid of things that aren't really that important, but it is what it is. But I hate moving. God, I hate moving. I hate it with a passion. We did a lot of moving when we were kids, and I hate it.
I don't like the process of moving. Like, I don't like literally what happened with us was, okay, by the way, we have to move in a week. And we're like, haha, you're joking. No, I'm not joking. Oh, okay. And so then you start throwing things away, you start packing, and then it's like at 2 days in, you just want to be done. You just want to be moved into the other place already. You don't want to be doing this anymore. You don't want to be going through anything anymore. You're ready to just take a torch to everything. And I mean, I felt like that literally because the house that we were moving from was the house growing up where I was like, when we get older, this house is going to be mine. And then it's like, it doesn't quite work out that way.
It's not your decision.
No. But yeah, so it's weird. It's weird being attached to things. And then at the same time, you know, time's weird. Like time, just gradually over time, when you stop and think how things have faded in the past. It's just like, I used to talk to this person every single day. And it's like, I haven't talked to them and it's been a bit.
Time is funny.
Yeah.
Does time really exist?
For all we know, we could just this is a day, and
it
then
really is.
Yeah.
Literally is a construct. It's really not real, but still. Yes.
Yesterday was an illusion.
Why not? That's why we keep reliving it over and over again.
Groundhog's Day.
But no. Everything fades. Or I can say everything. Not everything fades, but a lot fades.
Except human garbage. No.
Some things stick around. Wall-E. Wall-E was great.
Yes. Wall-E was really
Another really good Pixar movie.
Yes. I really liked Wall-E. I loved the little cockroach.
Again, a movie seeing a cute commercial about. Not about what you would think the movie would be about when you get in there and watch it.
That made me sad too. They always have those the touching. They got that down packed. The touching kind of almost sad. Yeah.
Pixar's great at that, but some of their what was I going to say? Well, I got stuck on the movie, but yeah, their movies are really good about the commercials being misleading.
Yeah.
For what the movie actually is about, because unfortunately, watching the commercials for movie Brave.
I
love the commercial. Well, I love the commercials for Brave.
Really?
I liked the movie.
Oh,
I love the main character, Merida.
Meredith.
Meredith?
Yeah.
Meredith.
It's Merida, I think.
Is it Merida?
I think
Something like that. Anyway, I love the main character. I love how she looks. I love her big giant red hair.
Yeah.
Very cool. But the commercials always showed her like leading charge into her own world because she's going to take charge and do things. And then the movie ends up being about her family turning into bears. And I'm like, this is not what I didn't need a touching story about her reconnecting with her mother who turned into a bear. This is not what I needed this movie to be.
Yeah.
So the movie misled me, but because I actually was interested in the commercials, the movie ended up being something I didn't want. Versus Wall-E, I thought the commercials were cute and got in and like, oh, this is a cool message behind this. I really like the movie.
Yeah.
But Brave didn't work out that way for me.
No, I like Brave.
And then I think one of the movies that there's some great moments. I don't know if it's a great movie. Was The Good Dinosaur.
I didn't watch it. I haven't seen it.
Oh.
Yeah. Don't look at me like.
Well.
Okay.
Again,
I like you, and I tend to like to watch movies with other people, and there's certain people in my life that are just like, eh.
Yeah, but there's also certain movies that I'm not going to miss. Personally.
Well,
Be personal. No. I think Good Dinosaur is a good movie. It's not a great movie. There's some great moments in it. There is one moment in the movie that just it's almost like the beginning of Up. It really tore at my heart. One moment. It was a very short moment. It was a very short thing. You'll know the moment when it happens. And it just tore at my heart. It was like the saddest thing in the world. It was so sad. But
I don't want to watch this movie anymore.
But the weird thing what they did with this was the first movie that to me the background, the environment looks almost photorealistic real. It is extremely gorgeous how real everything looks in that movie. Except the dinosaurs.
This discussion reminds me of I recently saw a post on Facebook where it was like the moments that ruined you as a child. And I can't remember the top two offhand. I think the top right one was, I want to say, watching Mufasa fall.
See, before you said this, I was thinking Mufasa.
Yeah.
One has got to be Mufasa.
Yeah, I want to say the top right one was Mufasa. The bottom left one was Shadow from Homeward Bound being stuck in the mud.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I haven't thought about that in a while.
Yes. I cry every time. Oh my! I know he's getting out, and I still like, don't leave him. He's like, I'm too old. I'm just too old. I'm like, oh my God. And
I like both those movies.
Oh God, yes. And then the bottom right one was
Was the cat played by Sally Field?
I believe so. Yes.
I don't know. That just came to me. I remember their voices. I'm like, was Sally Field the cat?
Yes.
I only thought about this because she's in Maniac.
Oh, okay.
So she's fresh in my mind.
Huh. I didn't know that.
Oh.
And then the bottom right one was Land Before Time, the first one, when Littlefoot's like nose to nose with, I can't remember if it was his dad, because isn't he raised by his grandparents throughout the rest of them?
I think so, but I thought
it was either his mom or his dad.
I know his mom dies in the first movie.
Yeah. Like he's nose to nose with her, and they're both like crying and stuff like that. That was the other scene. I can't remember the top left one though. I just am picturing it, and I know the top right, Lion King, Homeward Bound, and I just can't remember the top left. I think it was Up. I want to say it was Up.
It's a lot newer than the other ones. Like a lot. Like
insanely
new compared to the other ones.
Then I can't think of what it would be. Like what else would have ruined us as children?
Up, we weren't children as Up. The other movies fit into our timeline of children. That movie doesn't. It ruined me as an adult.
Okay. Here.
But yeah, Lion King no matter what. Mufasa dying in that movie.
Oh yeah.
And poor Simba trying to push his dad awake, and it's just like,
yes,
it's just the saddest thing.
Just like, wake up, and tugging on his ear like he did in the morning. Like,
oh my God, it gets you. Just even kill us forever.
Yeah, that was bad. Like, and then of course Scar being like, "This is your fault, kid."
Oh, it's your fault. You did this. Run away and never come back. Be very interesting to see how this live action version is going to go.
I can't remember what I saw on it recently that I was like, it made me not so sure, and I don't remember what it was. If there's a character that's going to be missing, or...
Well, I mean, I know I told you that the one scene is going to be missing, but it's one song.
Yeah.
I was disappointed they didn't get back the original voice actors from Timon and Pumbaa. That disappoints me. Because they're still alive. And they're perfectly acceptable to play the voices again, in my opinion. But it's going to be...
Do you know who they're going to be?
One of them is going to be Seth Rogen. Seth Rogen.
Mm-hmm.
And then... I forget who the other one's going to be, but one is Seth Rogen.
Dude, even if they can't get the original guy who played Timon, get Flinton Quinn. He played Timon's voice in the Timon and Pumbaa show. What
I'm saying is it's not... I would love to have seen somewhere near the same actor, because they were great in the movie.
Yeah.
Enough that they ended up giving them their own movie.
Yeah. And then it's like, I met Flinton Quinn at one of the no-brand cons that I went to. And I mean, totally silly, funny, and actually, like, really cool guy. Like, he'll sit there and have a conversation about anything, really. Like, I had a friend who was just interested in... I can't remember what she was in... I don't remember if she was interested in voice acting or just, like, the process of just making anything. And he was like, yeah, and just had a complete and total conversation with her. And it's like...
So, yes, I'm interested. The only actor I know for sure coming back from like the original movie is the one iconic actor they almost had to get, otherwise people would be furious. James Earl Brown.
Yeah.
As Mufasa.
Yeah.
His voice is so iconic that if they wouldn't have gotten him for Mufasa, people would have been so upset.
Oh, yeah?
His voice, he has such a great voice.
Yes, you think?
Like the coolest voice in Hollywood, like hands down.
I just pictured The Sandlot.
Just anything he does.
Well, yeah, but I just pictured The Sandlot.
I mean, he did Darth Vader.
Yeah.
He's in Sandlot. He was in Field of Angels.
Yeah.
He's, of course, Mufasa. Mufasa. It just has a really cool voice.
Wait, are the hyenas going to be in there?
I mean, I would assume, and they kind of played a large role in the movie. It'd be weird for them not to, but I haven't looked up a lot about the movie to see exactly how it's
I
going.
will be severely disappointed if they don't get Whoopi Goldberg to...
I doubt it.
Why?
I doubt it. Again, the only actor that I'm aware that they actually got back is James Earl Jones, so I'll be surprised if she comes back. Whoopi don't even play anything anymore. I say that.
I know.
She actually has something coming out. I saw a poster in the movie theater showing her. So I'm like, oh, you're actually still doing things. Look at that.
I can't find it, but no, I was trying to find that picture, but every time when I typed in like scenes that ruined us as children, it came like The Shining and shit like that. I was like, that is not what
There's
I wanted.
some horror movies that did it. Watched it a little too young and it really gets you. I'm looking at I didn't know he played Zazu.
What? I can't remember his name.
Rowan Atkinson? Mr. Bean?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I had no idea. Of course, good old Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay, I got it wrong. The picture that I saw, it was Mufasa on the top left, then Shadow on the bottom. The top right was the woman driving away from Todd, the fox from Fox and the Hound, when she just leaves him on the road and drives off. And you just see him sitting in the middle of the road in the rearview mirror. It's
been a long time since I watched Fox and the Hound.
Yeah.
Almost to the point, the reason I probably haven't reseen it, because I don't want to rewatch it.
Yeah.
Because it's a sad movie that has a sad ending. Yeah. And I'm like, I just don't need to see that again.
Yeah, because I pulled up scenes that made, childhood movie scenes that made you cry.
Okay, Timon is going to be played by Billy Eichner? Scar is being played by... Oh, I don't even know this name. That looks like Black Panther. Is that the guy that plays Black Panther? I clicked on his name. No. Maybe it's not. I don't...
What?
I don't know. I don't know. Give me his IMDb. I want to know what else this man's played in.
But no, it's because I was scrolling through there, and they had the scene where Todd's in the seat with the old lady, and she's trying to explain to him why she can't take care of him.
Well, it's definitely not the guy I was thinking, for sure. I'm definitely wrong on that. No, maybe I'm not. No, maybe I'm not. Haha. Okay, we gotta click in. I don't know who he is. Oh, maybe that's why I recognize him. He played the villain in Doctor Strange. Oh, no, remember, he's not the villain. He's not the villain. He's Mordo. He's his friend, who by the end of the movie is going to be the next villain. Yes, that's why he looks familiar. So he's playing Timon. Yep.
I'm confused.
I don't know why, but he's playing Timon. And Pumbaa is being played by Seth Rogen.
But
No, he's playing Scar. What am I talking about? I don't know why I'm blind to you. He's playing Scar. It's right here. He's playing Scar. Timon is that guy who I've never heard of. But I haven't seen Serenity, so I can't claim that. Oh, Key is playing Buns. He's one of the hyenas.
Oh, geez.
She's playing Whoopi Goldberg's character. Hyena. I think that's Shinzi. Yeah. Oh, of course, James Earl Jones.
Mufasa. Rafiki.
John Oliver is playing Zazu.
I don't know who that
is. He has I think he'll have a good voice. I know, you know who he does like I don't know the best way to describe it. He does like what are those, like a late night show thing?
Oh.
John Oliver, like
I know
Tonight
what you're
Weekly
talking about.
Show, whatever.
Like I've seen
a
the
news
commercials,
thing.
but no, I don't know.
Yeah. Who? Oh, that's gonna be one of the other hyenas.
What? Because there's
Sarabi. No,
Sarabi is the mom.
Well, it's being played. Have you seen Luke Cage?
No. Shut up!
Child, please! Anyway, one of the main villains is her in Luke Cage.
I've seen her before, though.
I know her from Luke Cage, because she's an evil woman.
I'm gonna smack you. I'm gonna smack you now.
What?
Because you're like, I wonder if that's one of the hyenas. No, because there's Shinzi and there's Bonsai. Who's the other hyena?
I don't know. I don't remember their names. I never remember the hyenas' names. You can look at me all you want. I don't remember them.
I can understand those two, but come on. The
third
one?
I don't remember any of their names at all.
The third derpy one.
I don't remember the name.
Ed.
Is it Ed? Is it just Ed? I don't remember.
It's Eddie. Ed.
They don't. Oh, Ed's being played by Eric Andre, which I've seen him. I've seen his face.
Where
Right in the top middle.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen him before.
So I know he.
But
Donald Glover is playing Simba. I like Donald Glover. Donald Glover's awesome.
Yeah.
We're just a very and Nala's being played by Beyonce, which is an interesting choice. I don't really know her for her acting, so Donald Glover,
I don't know.
amazing. It's going to be an interesting new cast for them, but Beyonce, you can sing. Can you act?
I don't know.
I don't know either. So, Rafiki, I don't know. John Canny?
I can't believe you
Caney?
forgot Ed.
It's been so long.
dare you
I remember the main characters. I don't remember the dumb hyena. Let me not make a bold statement who I think this guy is before I actually see who. No, he is. Okay. He played the dad. Well, I didn't want to make some. I'm like, oh, I know this. Oh, never mind. I was wrong about the last guy. I claimed he played the father in Black Panther.
Yeah.
Black Panther's dad.
Yeah.
Like that looks like him, but let's me not make bold claims. And young Simba is being played by T.J. McCrary. T.J. J.D. McCrary. I can't read letters. I don't know who he is. I have no idea.
I don't know.
Like, oh, he's a kid. That's all I've got. So, but this is literally an all-star cast, and of course, she looks like someone who probably played in Black Panther as well.
Yeah, probably.
Just from the haircut, I'm like, it looks like her hair hasn't grown back from shaving it for that movie.
I don't know.
It's got an all-star cast though. It's got one heck of a cast. Oh no, she definitely played in Black Panther. She had to have. Let me look down. Go down here. Yeah, she was one.
I don't know. When does it come out?
It says 2019.
So next year.
Sometime next year. I'm looking for. I just want to see a trailer.
Yeah.
A trailer will say, "This is awesome," or "Oh God, they've ruined everything." So, I need a trailer.
I'm scared.
It could go a lot of different ways. I don't know which.
I don't know. You can't. You just can't beat the good old, what is it, Jonathan Taylor Thomas and.
Yeah, we're not gonna get him. No, I think their live action remakes have been hit or miss for me. I thought The Jungle Book really amazing. Did a great job with The Jungle Book. I thought it was a really cool, well done. Cinderella, when the original did that one, that is a remake. It's more newish than it's not newish.
I don't even remember.
It had
yeah, I think I watched it. Yeah, yes, I did.
The girl who played like Beatrix. Whatever her name.
Beatrix Lestrange.
What's her actual name?
I don't remember. She was married to Tim Burton for a while, but I don't know her name.
I should know her name. It's actually frustrating that I don't remember her name.
It's
she's
like
also
right there.
Sweetie Todd.
Yeah.
She's in a billion things.
It's right there.
She's awesome.
I'm a cheat.
But anyway.
It's going to bother me until I do, so I have to.
What was I saying?
You were talking about the movies that were actually hit.
Oh yeah. So yes, the Cinderella was fine, but we've seen that a billion times already.
Yeah.
So it was fine.
Helena Bonham Carter.
Never would have come out with that name. Never mind. I don't know her name.
Helena or Helena, I don't know.
Yeah, I never would ever come out with that. She's Beatrix.
Yeah.
That's fine. So Cinderella, it was a fine movie. Jungle Book, to me, was excellent. They did a great job with it. Beauty and the Beast, I was very disappointed in. And it has to be because Beauty and the Beast is my favorite Disney animated film.
Okay.
Hands down. I love the Beauty and the Beast movie. Did not like what they did with this one. And in the end, Emma Watson was not a great choice for Belle. I stood up for her before the movie came out.
Yeah.
Like, we have to give her a shot. Doesn't look terrible in the commercials. not the best option, especially with the worst singing voice known to man. That it was auto-tuned so horrible you could hear the auto-tune in certain spots so bad that they had to try to fix her voice.
Jesus.
Woman cannot sing. You should at least put someone who can pretend to sing. So that was bad. So I didn't like that.
What do you think of the new Aladdin?
I'm intrigued. I liked the teaser a lot.
Okay.
I liked the actor they got to play. I thought the teaser was it is super reminiscent of the original teaser from the original movie.
I don't even know if I've seen the teaser for it yet. I want to say I have.
It's really cool.
Sure I have.
I mean, it's really cool.
Yeah.
The only complaint I've heard, and I can kind of understand, is that they show the Cave of Wonder.
Yeah.
With the lion's or the tiger's head, and it's kind of it's relatively small.
Yeah.
Like really small compared to what the one in the.
Well, yeah, that thing. Watching the original Aladdin, that almost creeps you out. Like that entire scene of the whole Cave of Wonders things is kind of really creepy because you just have this giant.
Well, it also comes out of the sand.
Yes.
Well, this one's like in a mountainside or something. It's different. They changed it, but it's also smaller, which I also don't like. It's not like extravagantly large, so it's a little different. But the music was cool. What they showed was cool. I'm very intrigued. But because Aladdin's also. If I had like a top 3, it'd be like probably Beauty and the Beast, Lion King, and Aladdin. Yeah. They're all really good movies. I don't even know. There's no telling.
But no, just that scene was, to me, like always
Well, my tweet from today was liked by someone. By Gregory Tyson.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is either.
Yay! Go Gregory!
So
wait, on your personal one or here? Beyond our focus?
Beyond our focus. Someone actually liked the tweet.
Aww. Well, thank you.
Now watch it be the same person who liked my last tweet. And it's the only guy who likes the Twilight Zone I talked about. Because of the Twilight Zone episode that got posted.
I don't care. Gregory is part of our team.
He probably isn't following anything.
I don't care, Gregory.
I do care!
Is part of our team.
No, he's not following. He just liked it.
Well, he's liking things, okay?
I'm disappointed in him.
Well, talk to him then. Be like, hey, Greg, you like our stuff? Check out this.
Gregory Tyson 13. I don't know who he is. Okay, well, maybe it's not the same guy. Anyway, moving on.
I was talking about the Cave of Wonders. Like, just the fact that there's this giant sand beast, panther, whatever you want to call it, and it just looks at you with these eyes, and it's just like, who dares disturb my slumber? And then it's like, next thing you know, it's like mouth is just opening wide, and it's glowing, and it's just like, and then it just gets wider and wider, and it's just like, I'll walk the other way.
Touch nothing but the lamp.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. No, you guys go right ahead. I'm not climbing his throat, thank you.
Aladdin was really good. I haven't seen it in a while, but
yeah,
very good movie.
I want to go back and watch all the old Disney films.
It's a lot of really good ones.
Yes.
A lot of really good ones.
What did you think? Like, this is complete that. What did you think of course, the animated 101 Dalmatians?
I remember liking it.
Yeah. And what did you think of the live action one that has?
I also remember liking it.
Yeah. I thought it was. I liked them both.
I mean, 101 babies. We're really getting very unrealistic here.
You were a kid. It didn't matter.
I know, but thinking about it a little bit is a little bit like, come on, how does a dog have 101 dogs?
Just
that makes no sense. What was she this big? Just rolling.
Yes, she was. Okay.
Incubator over here.
Shush.
Was she a bee? I mean, come on. This makes no sense. Completely illogical in every way.
It doesn't matter. It was a Disney movie.
Did she have a bunch of pups that were the size of peas? I mean,
yes. I just why are you critically going after?
It doesn't make any sense. This is the one you brought up, and it just doesn't work.
It worked back then. Okay, leave it.
We didn't even focus on the 101. We only focused on like 5 of them.
That's fine.
We didn't need 101 of them.
Well, it would have sounded stupid. 5 Dalmatians.
We could have come up with a more clever name. Something with Dalmatian in general. It didn't have to be 101 Dalmatians.
What? The disappearing spots? Like what?
Anything with Dalmatian that wasn't 101. We didn't need 101. It's excessive. It's excessive.
Yeah. Okay. You stay over there.
Well, these are not one of my favorite ones. Okay. I also really enjoy Hercules.
Hercules.
Different Hercules.
Another something that gets brought up at work all the time. Like, just... Carissa and I especially will randomly throw out... Like, you know how I reference horrible bosses all the time?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the things that gets referenced a lot at work is someone's like... you failed me or something like that. We'll just be like, we are worms, unworthy. Yeah.
Hercules was good. But I also, Disney probably gave me the reason I like musicals. Because all their animated films all had songs in them.
Yeah.
And I enjoy the songs. They're iconic songs in a lot of the movies, especially Aladdin, Lion King, it says, yeah. Aladdin, Lion King, Beauty and the Beast, Hercules, and they all have really big, cool songs.
Yeah.
So.
Mulan.
I love Mulan. Which you're doing a live action one of that one too.
Yeah. I've heard of that.
I've heard nothing but except there's not going to be music in it. As far as it's not going to be musical.
I was about to say most of their live actions haven't, like besides Beauty and the Beast, which relied on that. But I mean,
no, Beauty and the Beast had it. Even Jungle Book threw it in there. They were small pieces, but they attributed to it because it was an important piece.
Yes.
And Lion King, there's some iconic music, but the characters themselves don't sing a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, you got like Elton John in the back, and it's like, yes, let's get that back in there. But
they at least have to have one song, and you know what damn song it is.
There's some great songs in it, but it's not the characters themselves don't sing a lot.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is that in the live action, they at least have to have one song that they actually sing, and you know which song it is.
Which?
Akuna Matata. Akuna Matata.
Well, even that one to a degree.
It was all of it.
They could get away.
Timon and Pumbaa was literally singing that song, and
it's the only one that would be more important to try to sing a little bit. But again, that movie doesn't rely so much on the characters singing. It's more about background songs music, that were iconic at the time.
Yes.
Where, to me, even there are some songs in Mulan.
Yeah.
That I love.
Mulan has to have songs,
but it's not going to. It's not going to be a musical.
That's right.
They said it will not be a musical, which is disappointing because there are some really great songs in it, and they could probably.
I wonder if they would try to incorporate it into the background music.
Well, if they left it not a musical and threw a couple of the songs into background music and maybe did some montage stuff, it'd be acceptable. But there's some cool songs like,
as I said,
like her what is it? The one she's talking about looking to the mirror.
Yeah,
and everything.
It's When will my... The song pretty much says, when will my reflection...
It's probably, I think, called Reflection.
Yeah.
But there's that one, and then there's...
Let's get down to business. Yeah.
What about I'll Make a Man Out of You?
Yeah.
I love I'll Make a Man Out of You. It's a great montage scene.
Man.
Yeah, it's the training montage scene. And it is great, and it's a great song.
Yes.
It's her finally... getting into her own and really proving herself.
Yeah. Mulan's on Netflix. I'm going home and watching it. I don't care.
It's a great movie.
Like, we were at Samurai the other night, and it happened to be on, so I was catching a glimpse of it, but I was trying not to watch it because I hate watching TV while I'm out to dinner with someone. It kind of defeats the purpose of being out to dinner and talking to someone.
But a lot of restaurants have TVs, and if there's something any remotely interesting, I'm always looking at it. I can't help it. It's like,
I know. And so, that was on, and so I kept watching pieces of it and trying not to, but I was like, I haven't seen this in so long. And then I looked on Netflix, and they have it on Netflix right now. They have a lot of the old ones on Netflix, actually, right now. They have Hercules, Mulan, what was it? There's like 2 or 3 other ones.
Going to Disney.
Pocahontas.
Going to Disney, but I enjoyed Pocahontas.
Yes, I did too. That was actually on the other night, too, like when we were either at another... Maybe it was right. It was the very ending of Pocahontas when we first got there, and then it turned to Mulan, and I was like...
Some good songs in that. Like Colors of the Wind.
Yes.
Really pretty song.
Yes.
Very much. But I also had I think it came with like a McDonald's Happy Meal when we were kids.
Yeah.
It came with a CD that had Disney songs on it. Love that CD. because it had Hercules, it has Aladdin, it has another one needs to be that one has to be in Aladdin. Anyway, it has Aladdin, it has Hercules, has Lion King, has Pocahontas, has Little Mermaid. It's a great one. It's great. But yeah, one of my favorite songs is the Aladdin Jasmine song. It's killing me at the moment. I can't remember the exact one. The words they sing on the magic carpet ride.
Yeah, one, I can show you.
I can show you.
Yeah.
Yes, that one. That iconic song.
Yes.
So awesome that it has to be. You have to do that in the movie. It's
yeah.
It is literally one of the most iconic scenes in the movie.
Yeah. There's just so many good ones.
Yes.
Like, when I was younger, like, I had the cassette tape, the Lion King, like, soundtrack on a cassette tape. I love that to death. I probably listened to it until the little ribbons came out, but there's just so much good music. And I mean, like, they still have some good songs and stuff, like, in there, but it's not as catching, like...
Yeah, come on, Frozen.
I don't want to hear about it.
Come on, Frozen.
Okay, Frozen. Granted, Frozen was a good movie. It was just overplayed.
Way overplayed. But come on,
way overplayed.
Songs came out of that,
and the songs were like the herpes of.
Do you want to build a snowman?
I know. Okay.
Which actually, let it go, and let's build a snowman.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Actually, I prefer the "You Want to Build a Snowman" one.
Mm-hmm.
It's just cuter.
Yeah.
Versus the "Let It Go" song, which
that was another sad one.
Billion times.
Yes.
But it's the only real musical thing I think Disney's really done with their new the 3D animated movies they're doing.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Wreck-It Ralph wasn't a musical. Big Hero 6 wasn't a musical. Zootopia wasn't a musical. Shakira was in there. She did a song.
Which had a good song in it too.
Yeah, but still, it wasn't a musical.
Yeah.
Where Frozen was a musical.
Yeah.
It really wasn't a musical, but it was as musical as Disney really does.
I don't know.
What movie was it? Oh, God. It was a Pixar movie. One of the newer ones. But they played a, 25-minute short of Frozen before the movie. And it infuriated so many people. Because usually Pixar plays always have a Pixar short at the beginning of their movies, which I love watching because they do some really cool shorts. I've seen
some of the really good ones.
But in this movie, Disney decided they were going to put their own, and it was like a 20-25 minute Frozen short about Olaf
hay fever?
and Christmas.
Oh, no, never mind.
It was Olaf and Christmas. And oh my God. It's it wasn't bad, but it's not what anybody came there to see. They ended up removing it from theaters because people were legitimately upset. Way too... we came to watch a movie. Yes, we came to watch a kids movie. We did not want to see Frozen.
Yeah, because another one they did is they came out... Netflix had a collection of little shorts, and they had one with Frozen where she has spring fever or something, and so instead of freezing everything, she makes everything summer or something like that. I don't know, summer during winter. She does the opposite of what she usually does. Which, that little collection, holy shit, that was horrifying. Because it had that one, which is okay, whatever, but they had another short on there that was literally about a little girl freezing to death.
Well, yay.
Yeah, because it was this little girl, and I think it was the matchbook or something like that, or matches or matchstick or something. Either way, she had matches, and she lived with her grandma, and one day I think her grandma ended up passing or something like that. But either way, this little girl is outside freezing, but every time she lights a match, she's kind of with her grandma, or it's she's experiencing something with her grandma, and so she keeps lighting all her matches to experience that, and just yeah.
Was this a Disney short thing or a Pixar short?
Literally, I don't know if it's still on Netflix, but it had Frozen, it had that, and it had a couple other ones. But they're all little shorts that it's just...
Well, you really talked that one up.
Yeah.
I don't remember what movie it was. Because the last movie had the... I forget the name of it, but it was the woman who... it's about a couple, and the woman makes food, and then the food turns into a baby.
think
a
I've seen
kid.
that one.
It was the last Pixar movie that came out,
Oh, I
which
don't know.
was what was the last Pixar movie that came out? Oh, Stefan, it came out this year. Stefan, you're killing me. You're killing me.
Was it? It's not Smallfoot. It's
What is it?
It wasn't Coco.
Maybe it might have been Coco. Coco didn't come out this year. No, Coco came out last year. I think Coco was the one they played the. Coco was the one they played the Frozen short before.
I'm trying to think what else came out. There's another. It's a weird one.
It's killing me. I have to look. I have to look this up. I have to know.
What was the one about the bull?
That wasn't Pixar.
Oh, okay.
I didn't even watch it because it wasn't Pixar and it looked interesting. Incredibles 2.
Oh my fucking god.
I know!
I hate myself.
Oh my god. Oh, there's the name of the short too. Bao. B-A-O. That's... Stefan, how
did we
you
forget
gay
Incredibles 2? How did we forget Incredibles 2?
We're terrible people.
Which I still haven't seen.
Oh, come on! I tried so hard to get you to see that movie.
I'm sorry.
Good.
Hey, I saw other movies, okay?
I still haven't seen Predator, so...
You haven't seen Split, so I don't want to hear your shit.
I keep telling myself that needs to happen. Had a vacation and everything and still can't do it.
You have no excuse.
I don't.
No excuse.
I don't. I'm a terrible person.
Yes, you are. My favorite shorts, though, that I've seen so far, I guess, real quick, because I think we're...
We've gone a bit long on this one. It's longer than normal.
But my two favorite shorts that I've seen are... One is the puppy one, the dog one. I forgot what it's called. Either way, it's the story about the guy who feeds his dog spaghetti.
Oh, it's a very, very cute short.
And then, like, it proceeds through the relationship with this woman, and then, like...
This dog gets neglected until it's like, I think... It's like back into the whole family. Yeah, it's a very cute short.
Yes. And then the other one is Paper Airplanes.
That was also cute.
Yes. I loved that one. That was actually really cool. He's like...
I love Pixar. Yeah. They do, for the most part, wonderful, wonderful things. And I just want them to keep being them and keep doing what they do because they create really cool stuff.
I guess we will see.
We will see. All right, folks. We've rambled. I'm somewhere close to an hour and a half or more at this point.
Yeah, probably more, but we've gone over drawing. We went into creative. At least we've kept pretty much to art in a sense.
Yeah, I mean, we went to drawing, which led to other places. We didn't stay on drawing as much as I thought we were going to.
Yeah, but I mean, in the end, like, whenever I talk about movies, especially animated movies, or things that I really like dealing with that, like Disney and Pixar and, like, Zootopia and stuff like that, that makes me want to draw. Like, that makes me want to do things. And then it's like, I gotta go to work at 3 in the morning.
Oh my god. Don't remind me. Don't remind me.
So, yeah. So, I hate that when your creative inspiration hits right before you have to go to sleep and you're like, well...
Yeah, we're gonna get off from here and go to bed.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know.
Why do you have to remind me of this?
Because otherwise I'd be up all night drawing, okay?
We're doing the outro. It's ruined everything.
That's what you get for not seeing Split, okay?
It'll happen. It will happen. Mm-hmm. I will force it to happen before I go see
Glass. You better see it before you see Glass, okay? I actually watched Unbreakable the other night because it was on TV.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. And I was like, hey, I haven't seen this in a while. Woohoo! And then I was like, now I really want to watch Split again. And then I was like, no, it's not on Netflix. Not on Redbox anymore. Where am I going to find it? And then I was like, I'll find it eventually. But Stefan hasn't even seen it once.
See, how am I supposed to watch it? If you can't find it anywhere, I don't know where I watch it.
I'll probably end up buying it, but...
I'll do something. It might be on Amazon.
Yeah.
I can just rent it one day and just enjoy it. Anyways, as always, you can reach me at Stars Untraveled. You can reach Amanda at KZ Pup. You can reach the show at Beyond Our Focus on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, podcast services, and YouTube. Please, this whole episode was all about... A lot of it about art. We went to other things, but about art. Go check out the comic. It's on all those places I just named, including Fur Affinity and hopefully Deviant Art by the time you hear this.
Yes.
So that'll be awesome. We should have 3 out at that point, which would be great. So go check those out. Give us some feedback. We want to do more with the art. We're really looking forward to that. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. Please submit some more topics so we can throw them in the box. So at some point we'll actually get to those. But other than that, anything else?
I don't believe so. Have fun.
Alrighty. So till next time, long days and pleasant nights.